Hello, football fans, and welcome to Aces Field as we are getting ready for another night of high school football action as the Aces have returned home after their long trip over to the farmlands of Kansas, Lakota that is, and a big win over Lakota last week in week number 5. Week number 6, it's back into the Green Meadows Conference and a matchup here at home tonight against the Bulldogs of Edgerton. Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Brian Williams here tonight running the camera. And we're getting ready for what many are saying could be a real rock'em sock'em type of football game. The Aces, because of their win over Ayersville and playing a non-conference game because Holgate isn't in the GMC this year with a lack of enough, they don't have enough players to be able to field a complete team. So it was a non-conference game. So the the Aces are 1-0, undefeated in the Green Meadows Conference. Now the Edgerton Bulldogs got off to a gangbusters start. They were 4-0 heading into week number 5. Their first GMC matchup was against the Fairview Apaches. And they were the one, they played Fremont St. Joe in week number 4. They would have been playing Holgate that week. So they were 4-0 heading into week number 5. Their first GMC game against the Apaches, and the Fairview team crushed them and handed them their first loss of the season. So they are 0-1 in the GMC coming into tonight's game. They want to knock the Aces out of the undefeated category and even up their records to give themselves a chance at claiming at least a share of the Green Meadows Conference crown. Of course, the Aces want to remain undefeated in the GMC. And the Aces also with a bit of a chip on their shoulder here tonight, to be honest with you, because in the Thursday football tab for tabloid at the Defiance Crescent News, I think it was 6 or 7 out of the prognosticators. Only one picked Hicksville to win the game tonight. The other 6 or 7 picked the Bulldogs, and the Aces really want to prove them wrong here tonight. Hicksville kicking off the ball, and they squib it, and it is bouncing around, and I think the Aces got it. We'll wait and see for the official word. It went 10 yards. It was bouncing around. And looks like, so the ball at the 42-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. Edgerton, it looks like. Okay, the Aces were swarming that football, and several of them indicating that they had recovered, but the men in the striped shirts saying no. So 1st and 10 for the Edgerton Bulldogs. And that will be number 30, Jaron Cape, with the carry. And Cape will move them closer to midfield. I think it's Ethan Wasson wearing number 4, serving as the quarterback here tonight. We'll find out for sure. And that was number 21 getting the direct snap, Hunter Prince. And Prince, we'll see if Prince is going to be doing the quarterbacking tonight. He's normally a running back. Looks like Prince is staying in there. And that time the snap goes to number 30, Jared Cape. And Cape is their senior quarterback. Okay, there we go. We got it worked out. So Jaron Cape is the quarterback of record, wearing number 30, puts a man in motion, and flags fly. And we'll see which direction the ball is going to go here on that 1st and 10 play. And it'll be a false start against the Dogs, and they'll move it back 5. They'll make it 1st and 15 and put the ball back on the Edgerton side of the field at the Bulldogs' 49-yard line. Ben Wilhelm, head coach for the Edgerton Bulldogs. And, of course, Lucas Smith with the title for the Aces here tonight, head coach. Quick handoff. Gets around the corner, gets some forward progress, and they'll get back the lost yardage in about 3 more. So Prince with another strong run gets it to the 44-yard line of the Aces, where it'll be 2nd down and about 8 yards to go. Cape gets the snap, hands it off to Prince again. And Prince will get down to about the 40-yard line before they take him down. So again, Hunter Prince, another strong carry. He is a senior, and he is being a workhorse here tonight as he makes it 3rd and 4. Cape gets the snap, and he looked to pitch it. There was nobody there, and he takes off, and he manages to scramble and get them a 1st down. So good job, Jaron Cape. He got the snap, he turned around, and he was sort of had this moment of hesitation. I think he expected someone to be there to take the ball from him. No one was there, but that was okay. He tucked it under and took off for the sideline, gets him a 1st down at the 36-yard line. Cape will set once again, working out of the shotgun. Pitch out to Prince. Prince this time is going to get corralled and brought down right at about the 36-yard line for no gain. Well, they might give him a yard forward progress. We'll see. Nope, 2nd and 10. Nine and a half minutes to go in our opening quarter. Again, week number 6 on this Friday night. Glad to have you here with us on Hicksville Community Television. Another strong run. Ball carried that time by Craig Blue, and Blue gets him another 1st down as he powers down close to the red zone. That'll be at the 23-yard line. Cape, long count, gets the snap, and I think somebody might have gone a little bit early. Looks like he might have caught one of his own players with the hard count. And he did, so we'll have another 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs. So far the Bulldogs been able to move the ball down the field. And they get themselves now to the 28-yard line and a 1st and 15 after the false start. 8:54 on our 1st quarter clock. Cape will work out of the shotgun. He's rolling out to throw, puts the ball in the air. It is caught. And that was the sliding catch made by Colin Gary, senior receiver. And he'll pick up about 3 for him, or he'll get him about 8, which will make it 2nd and 7. And another quick handoff to Prince. Prince battling towards the 1st down stick. And he'll get down to the 13. He'll get close, but not quite there. It'll be 3rd and about a yard. Well, not even a yard, half a yard. 3rd and very short. So on a 3rd and inches, Edgerton. Another handoff, and that should be enough for a 1st down, as Hunter Prince will get them the yardage that they need, which is only going to be about a yard. That's about all he got, but that's all they needed. So that'll be another first down for the Bulldogs as they move the ball down to the 12-yard line. And right off the bat, the Aces defense being challenged here by Edgerton. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Bulldogs. So in the red zone with a 1st and 10 at the Aces 12-yard line, they could get another first down, getting the ball to the 2. The Bulldogs are going to talk things over. They do not want to not score some points here on this possession. So they're going to make sure that they're all on the same page. They get ready to try to punch it in. Give the Aces time to regroup a little bit defensively and see what they can do about putting a stop on this powerful Bulldog team. You can see the senior leadership on this squad is we've already called out, Colin Gary, the receiver. He is a 6'2 senior. Their strong running back, Hunter Prince, 5'11", 200-pound running back, and he's a senior. And, of course, senior at the quarterback position, Jaron Cape. So, again, a lot of experience on this Edgerton squad. Looking to get back into the win column after dropping one to Fairview last week. Of course, we'll be on the road at Fairview next week, but we'll talk about that later. They'll break huddle and get ready to snap the ball. Again, 1st and 10 on the Aces 12-yard line. Cape gets the snap. Handoff, running for the end zone. Number 12 is in, standing up. Gannon Ripke, the sophomore running back, takes it into the end zone and puts the Bulldogs up 6-0. As we've got a traffic stop across the way. So they're going to go for 2 here on the conversion attempt. Cape, quick handoff to Prince. Prince dives forward, and he is in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And Edgerton goes up 8-0 with 7:21 left to go here in quarter number 1. Hey, we want to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here at Aces Field tonight. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. We want to thank them for their continued support of our Aces Sports broadcasts. Again, glad to have you here with us. Boy, what a difference a week makes. I mean, last couple of weeks it has been kind of warm and muggy and a little bit stifling up here in the press box or the press boxes. The press box over at Lakota is kind of an interesting experience. But here tonight, everybody, you got the jackets on. You got a real dose of the fall weather here. So everybody's all bundled up tonight. Better than the monsoon rains that we dealt with last week. Aces looking to get the ball for the first time and be on offense. Their first opportunity here tonight. They'll be 8 points behind, so looking to get even. So Edgerton puts their foot into it. Nice kick. It comes down. Grabbed by Turnbull, and Turnbull only gets out to, and ball at about the 23-yard line. And turned over, so the Aces back on defense. So a fumble on the return by Turnbull gives the ball right back to the Bulldogs, and this could be trouble. 22 yards away from going up by 2 scores. Hunter Prince weaves his way through traffic, and Prince gets down to about the 16, 17-yard line. I'll mark it at the 17. That'll make it 2nd and 5. Prince handing it off again, or excuse me, Cape handing it off again. And that's going to make it 3rd and short again. Another handoff. And running for the end zone is Prince. And he's in. So on a 3rd and short, they give the ball again to their workhorse, Hunter Prince. And Prince does not disappoint. He takes it into the end zone. And just like that, the Aces are 14 points down with another conversion attempt coming up. Obviously not the start to the game that the Aces were hoping for here tonight. And another handoff and another successful conversion as Prince goes into the end zone again. He and Cape give each other the jumping in the air shoulder bump. They're up 16-0. The Aces find themselves in quite the hole here. And we're not even halfway through the first quarter yet. And what is shaping up to maybe be, well, we'll see. The Aces, a little bit of bad luck on that first kickoff return. So hopefully that won't be the case, and they'll get back on track here. Halftime entertainment coming up. It is band night tonight here at this game. And also they had the Mini Aces cheerleaders out before the game. They're still down there on the sidelines too, entertaining the crowds. So they got the little kids. Cheerleaders have got a fundraiser going on by the main gates. So it's always fun to see the little ones out cheering along. So we're going to try to kick it off again. Their kicker, number 68, Nolan Swank, another one of their seniors. Swank put his foot into it last time, and it paid off. He's going to give it another good boot, and this time it's going to go out of bounds, so there won't be any worries about turning it over on the return. And we'll see where the officials mark it. And we'll see if the Aces will take it. So an illegal procedure, kicking the ball out of bounds. And it looks like the Aces are going to opt for the re-kick. So they'll back the Bulldogs up and kick it again. So Swank will tee it up from 5 yards further back at the 35-yard line. Aces are hoping maybe to get something going here with a good return, put them in good position, and ideally cut this score deficit in half in short order. So we'll get ready for the re-kick. 6:31 left to go here in our opening quarter. Aces football here on Hicksville Community Television. This one is a high arc and caught by Comiso. Comiso, nice move, and he cuts back upfield, still on his feet. Reverses the field again. Comiso to the 40-yard line. Comiso to the 30. He's only got a couple guys to beat. No one's going to catch him. He's into the end zone. No flags on the field. Touchdown Aces. Mason Comiso with the touchdown return. And we talked about being able to cut into that scoring deficit in short order. Well, Mason Comiso just showed you how that's done. What a great run. An awesome return. And the Aces get onto the scoreboard. It only takes them 16 seconds. And they're going to kick the extra point here. Travian Tunis off the injured list and back onto the field, and Tunis splits the uprights, and it's 16-7. Travian's been in street clothes and on the sidelines for the first 5 games. He mentioned earlier that he wouldn't be back until week 6, so he's dressed tonight. And the first opportunity, they got him on the field to put that leg to work, get him back into gameplay shape, and he does not disappoint. 16-7. Aces down by 9. As the Bulldogs will get ready to get the ball back. And we'll see if the Aces defense, now that they've had a couple of offensive stanzas to work against the Bulldogs, will be able to put the stop on and get the ball back for the offense here. And we'll see Tunis if he's going to do another squib kick. They almost got the ball on the opening kickoff. He has to go at least 10 yards, so the ball has to pass the 50-yard line before it becomes live. If they squib it. Tunis, and he's going to low line it, and it's going to bounce and get scooped up by Prince. Prince is going to look for a good return of his own, and Prince is going to slip one tackle, and they're going to knock him out of bounds at about the 42-yard line of the Aces. Looks like they had him back at about the 36, 30. As a matter of fact, you can see a shoe laying there that Prince lost. He's going to go back and pick up his shoe. That's how close they came. They got him around the ankles, ripped his shoe off, but he just kept right on going. And I think he slowed down at about the 45-yard line because he realized he only had one shoe. And then they tap him out of bounds, but not before he gets to the 41-yard line. Another strong run and a good return for the Bulldogs. As again, they're back in Aces territory. 1st and 10. So we'll see if the Aces defense has figured out a way to counter some of this powerful Bulldog offense. Quick handoff, number 12 down to the 35-yard line. That's Gannon Ripke. So Ripke takes it down to the 35 to make it 2nd and about 4. Quick snap, and another handoff, and that time, and that's Prince, and Prince will get across the 30. That'll move the chains. So Cape and Prince looking to be a pair to really keep your eye on. Makes me curious to see what kind of defense the Fairview Apaches must have that they put on the field if they were able to hold them to that low of a score last week. Quarterback keeper for Cape, and he'll get maybe a yard or 2. They're going to give him a couple. That'll make it 2nd and 8. We go under 5 minutes here in our opening quarter. Cape lines him up. And that was a direct snap to Blue, and Blue powers it forward for another 1st down. It gets kind of hard, even from up here in the press box. They get those 3 guys in the shotgun, the quarterback in the middle and the back on either side of them, and sometimes they'll crowd them together, and it's really hard to see who gets the ball. That time it was another direct snap, only that time it went to Prince. So it's like they're so close, the center has his choice of which of the 3 guys he wants to snap the ball to. So every now and then, and like I said, depending on from where we are in the press box, it's kind of hard to see every now and then. So that's the reason why there might be a little hesitation before we figure out just exactly which of the 3 backs got the ball. So a 1-yard loss on the play. And that time it's a quarterback keeper with Cape, and Cape will get him a few yards. Make it 3rd and about 8. So 3rd and long, and this is the first time that the Edgerton Bulldogs have faced a 3rd and long here tonight. Cape pitches it out to Prince. Prince looking to turn the corner. Aces really need to put a stop on him here, and they do. He won't get the first down, but I'm sure this is 4-down territory for the Bulldogs. So the Aces are going to have to put an end to this offensive drive right here, right now. 4th down and about 4. Cape. And again, they're going to stop him, and they're going to turn it over on downs. Again, it was not snapped to Cape. They snapped it to Blue that time, and Blue runs into a wall of Aces, and they'll drop him for, well, we'll see where they mark it, where they stopped his forward progress. And it was just short of the line of gain, so it'll be Aces ball. 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. And that's about as close as you could come, because he just needed to move the ball about 6 inches further ahead. So the Aces come up with a stop when they need it, but they leave themselves deep on their end of the field. A lot of ground to cover here. Miller works out of the shotgun, hands it to Comiso, and it's another foot race. Mason off to the races, stiff arm, they get him and drag him down, and that's going to be a horse collar tackle, I believe. They throw the flag, and they bring Comiso down at about the 26-yard line of the Bulldogs, and they may tack 15 more on. It was a foot race as Comiso exploded. He went through that line like he was shot out of a gun. And he just burned down the field. It was a foot race. I wasn't sure whether anybody was going to catch him or not. They finally did. They grabbed him from behind. And it is going to be the horse collar. And that's going to tack on a few more yards. That's going to move the ball all the way down to about the 13-yard line. So the Aces, 1st down on their own 10. They flip the field. Miller takes a snap. Jake rolls out, pass, got a man, caught and tackled inside the 10. Baird makes the grab and moves the ball down to the 7-yard line. I'll make it 2nd and 5 now for the Aces. Looking to draw a little closer here. Miller will get the offense set. Under 2 minutes to go here in our first quarter. Handoff, that's to Comiso. Comiso works his way through, and that should be 1st and goal. The Aces are saying touchdown, but no official, so it's going to be just shy. It looks like they got Mason down at about the 1-yard line, maybe the half-yard line. So Lados sticks down. It is 1st and goal from the 1 for the Aces. It's not even the 1, it's like the 1-foot line. Minute 45, and here we go. Aces looking to punch in one more. There's the snap. Handoff, powering it straight ahead. Well, we'll see if he made it in or not. Looks like they stopped him just short again. 2nd and goal. So the Aces another shot to punch it in here. Miller, low snap, Miller's got the ball himself. Miller dives forward into the end zone. Touchdown. Looked like it might have been a bit of a busted play. The snap was not the best. Miller got it under control, though, and credit his offensive line. They opened up just enough of a gap. Jake was able to power his way through and fall into the end zone to make it 16-13 now. And Tunis will come out and see about making this a 2-point game. 107, Miller is holder. Kick is up, and it's looking good again. It is. 16-14 as the Aces come from a 16-point deficit to shave that lead to a mere 2 points with 1:07 to go in the opening quarter. So we'll get ready for another Aces kickoff. Poor Tunis, man, he has to kick the extra point, then he's got to run himself back down the field, and you're ready to kick it off again. But no double doinks here. I'm saying that because my cameraman's a Bears fan. So the Aces crowd, even though we're still trailing, they are they're lively here. Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's kind of cool here tonight. I borrowed Brian's. Brian had a big sweatshirt and a jacket, so I borrowed his jacket, and he's pointing out that I'm wearing a Bears jacket, so which makes it okay for me to mock them, I guess. 1:07 to go here. Travian Tunis teeing it up at the 40-yard line. The Aces getting ready to kick it back off to the Edgerton Bulldogs. Dogs up by 2. They had been leading by 16, but the Aces got a stop on the last possession, and a couple of huge plays by Mason Comiso has got them back into contention. Tunis going to put this one into the air. It's going to come down, scooped up at about the 18-yard line, and brought down at about the 35, 36-yard line. That was Ripke with the carry. No, I take that back. That was number 6, Isaiah Canales. So Canales with the return. Gets it out to the 37-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Boy, it'd be nice to have the Aces put another stop together here and get the ball back, and maybe see if they can flip that scoreboard lead here in the second quarter. Quick snap and a quick handoff to Hunter Prince. Prince grabbed by the ankles and brought down at the 40-yard line, gain of about 3. So Prince only gets about 3 that time. And I see a lot of the Aces coaching staff taking a lot of notes watching this Edgerton offense. So we'll see what kind of defensive adjustments. This time, Cape puts it into the air, caught by number 22. And it's going to be another foot race and a nice stop. And he's going to shake both the defenders into the end zone. Touchdown for Logan Showalter. And Showalter throws the football at the official and draws the flag. That's an unsportsmanlike conduct. So Logan Showalter's going to get a lesson in manners here from the officials as he just sort of I don't know, he literally kind of just threw the ball right at one of the officials' face. I'm not sure whether he intended to do it or not, but it came off like it was intentional, and it just rubbed the official the wrong way because he wasted no time. He nearly took the ball to the face and threw the flag. So we'll see what they're going to do in terms of penalty here, whether they will do it for the extra point attempt or whether they will do it for the kick. They're going to move him back for the extra point, the PAT. 22-14, and I think the reason that Coach Smith is doing this is, again, it's a technical foul for unsportsmanlike conduct and disrespecting an official. So this way it makes it much more difficult to get a 2-point conversion, which means that another touchdown and an extra point would make it a 1-point game. And they are going to go for 2 here. So evidently they do not have anybody able kicking the extra point. Pursuit and a flag. And Cape is taken down way back. And it's going to be a hold. And if that is against the Bulldogs, and that'll be it. The conversion attempt fails. The 2-point conversion is no good. And the score remains 22-14. So the Aces now down by 8, and it could have been 10. But again, just a bad decision, or maybe if you just want to say bad luck on the part of Logan Showalter, tossing the football into the face of the official, moves them back, and obviously they don't have anybody that can kick an extra point, or that they have enough confidence in kicking from that far out. So Bulldogs will kick the ball back off to the Aces, tee it up at the 40-yard line. 22 seconds left in the opening quarter. So Nolan Swank, number 68, going to serve as the kicker. So far he's put his foot into it. Kicked it out of bounds one time and had to re-kick. And this time it'll be kind of a low, and he's kicking it away from Mason Comiso. And that time, the ball grabbed by Braden Langham, and Langham getting it out to about the 32-yard line. But yeah, you can almost hear the coach on the sideline. Don't kick it to number 12. Kick it in the other direction. So Langham returns it to about the 32-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces. 15 seconds left to go here, so probably one play to wrap up the first quarter. Miller, split back on either side, working out of the shotgun. Miller looking to pass. Off the hands of his intended receiver and incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 11 seconds. Second and 10 for the Aces. Excuse me. Frog in my throat there. Not much on the play. Pick up of a yard, make it 3rd and 9. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. So after one, it is the Edgerton Bulldogs leading the Hicksville Aces 22-14 here at Aces Field. And as we get ready to switch ends and get the second quarter underway, we'll take a little time here to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and a Jim Schmidt Ford. And, of course, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that's brand new or pre-owned, be it car, truck, van, or SUV, stop in, check out the great selection that they have at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. Remember, at Jim Schmidt's, it's always about service before, during, and after the sale. And you can check out the complete dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. You're welcome to stop by and look at the lots or check out. And if you don't see what you're looking for, let the folks at Jim Schmidt know what you're interested in. They always do their level best to find you exactly the vehicle that you are looking for, that you want, and that best serves your transportation needs. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Here's the snap. Airing it out, and this could be, yep, nobody there. I was a little bit worried because the only person that was in the region might be able to make a play on that ball was wearing a white jersey. So that's going to bring up 4th and 9, and the punting unit will come out for the Aces. Tunis on the field and dropping back to punt it away. Aaron Paul is dropping back deep. Number 9 for the Bulldogs. Tunis, it's a high arcing kick, and it's going to come down, and it's going to get grabbed by Paul, and Paul's going to slip trying to cut back upfield, and he'll be down at the 30-yard line. So Aaron Paul they're going to give him forward progress to the 31-yard line, and that is where Edgerton will set up shop. 11:42 to go here in quarter number 2, just underway. Beautiful fall night here. Quick handoff. Number 36, Craig Blue. Blue will get it out to about the 39-yard line. Pickup of 8. Make it 2nd and, no, they're going to say 7. 2nd and 3. And another handoff, this time to Hunter Prince. And Prince will be close to a first down yardage, but I don't think he quite got there. We'll see where they mark it. And they're moving the chains. All right, so first down. It was going to be close. The officials say, yep, he made the line again, so keep that clock rolling and move the chains. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line now for the Bulldogs. Cape fumbles the snap, flags fly everywhere. And if it's a false start, just losing 5 yards might be the better of the two potential outcomes there, as Cape had that ball fly by him, and he was way farther back than where they marked the ball. So if they'd have taken him down, it would have been an even bigger loss. But the false start only cost them 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. Bulldogs need to make it to the Aces' 49-yard line to move the chains. Jaron Cape in the shotgun. Quick handoff to Hunter Prince. Prince gets back the lost yardage and maybe a couple more. Pickup of about 7. That should make it 2nd and about 8. Drop back, ball in the air, and his receiver lost it, and it was a little over his head. So Showalter was looking for another big catch and run there, but this time not able to reel it in. It's an incomplete pass. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. And another false start. Well, I can tell you one of the things Edgerton's going to be probably focusing on practice when Monday rolls around. They watch the tape of this game. That's, I think, the 4th false start that they've had here tonight. And that'll back him up, and it'll make it third and very long. It'll be third and about 13. So the Aces, again, if they're able to put a stop on them on this third down play, they might get to see the punting unit for Edgerton for the first time here tonight. If they even have one, I don't know. I'm sure they do. Cape rolling out, looking to throw, puts the ball in the air, incomplete. It'll be 4th and long. Again, they need to get to the 49-yard line of Hicksville to be able to move the chains 13 yards, and it looks like they are going to be punting it our way. So Swank will be coming back out to handle the punting chores. And back deep will be Comiso and Langham for the Aces. So Swank. And they're going to have to take a timeout. They do. Edgerton forced to burn their second timeout because they only had 10 men on the field. And they were gesturing frantically to get the 11th guy to come out. And it looked like there was some confusion on the Edgerton sideline as to who that was supposed to be. There was like 2 or 3 different guys stepping forward at different times. So evidently somebody wasn't sure whether they were supposed to be out there on the special teams for the punt or not. So you could tell time was running down. They called the timeout finally to prevent them from having to move it back 5 more yards. So we'll get things all squared away here. And with 9:42 to go in the first half, the Aces, again, will look to get the ball back on this punt. Again, it'll be Mason Comiso and Braden Langham back deep for Hicksville. Swank. Long snap. Swank puts his foot into it. It's kind of a wobbler, and it is going to land out of bounds. And that'll be at the, well, they're marching it off right there at about the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10 Aces from their own 36-yard line with 9:35 to go here in quarter number 2. Jake Miller and company back out onto the field. One wide receiver out on the near side towards us, 3 on the far side. Comiso the split back besides Miller. The handoff is to Comiso, and he'll dive forward to about the 39-yard line, a pickup of about 2, maybe 3. Well, say 3, call it 2nd and 7. Again, the Aces will get themselves set. 2nd down play, Miller. And we'll see if that's on the Aces. They're indicating a false start. Preliminary indications are, yeah. And it'll be a false start on Hicksville. So their 2nd and 8 will become a 3rd and, or make it a 2nd and 13. They'll move the ball back to the 34-yard line. Ball at the 34-yard line. Still 2nd down. Miller takes the snap. Miller looks downfield. Miller airs it out, and that's out of bounds. Intended receiver, Braden Langham. And the pass just a little bit behind him, a little bit high, and about 3 yards out of bounds. So Nothing doing there. They'll have to try it again on third down. So the Aces with a 3rd and long. Miller gets a snap, rolling out. Miller looking downfield. Miller puts it in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A little bit high. Turnbull was trying to sky up and make the grab, not able to do it, and that'll bring out Travian Tunis to punt it away. 8:31 to go. Tunis will be back at about the 22-yard line. Well, he's standing at the 24, so we'll see. He'll probably be booting it from about the 25. Yeah, a little bit further ahead than that. Gets it up, and a fair catch. Paul makes the fair catch wisely because he would have been decked if he hadn't. He was surrounded by red jerseys. But a short kick, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Edgerton Bulldogs at their own 39-yard line. So the Bulldogs will break huddle, and they're back on offense here, 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line. Cape handing off to Prince. Nope, I take that back. He fooled me even. And it's another strong carry, still on his feet down to near the 25-yard line. What a great run from Gannon Ripke for the Edgerton Bulldogs. He takes it down to the 26-yard line of the Aces. 1st and 10, Edgerton. So Ripke proving to be an explosive runner as Mason Comiso is for the Edgerton Bulldogs. Gets them on the edge of the red zone. Another handoff. This time it's Prince, and Prince down to about the 20-yard line. So Hunter Prince gets him right outside the red zone. It'll be 2nd down and 5. And that handoff goes to number 36, and he just goes straight for the end zone. Flag thrown in the backfield. Craig Blue had the carry, and Blue, they're indicating, went down to about the 5-6 yard line. But we'll see what the flag is. The flag is sitting at about the 15-yard line. And it's going to be a hold against Edgerton, and they'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so that'll be the 15-yard line. Will move it back to the 25. Where it will be 2nd now and 9. So 2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line for the Edgerton Bulldogs after the holding penalty. Jaron Cape takes the snap and quickly hands it off. And they'll wrap him up and take Hunter Prince down at about the 22-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and about 6. They need to get the ball down to about the 15-yard line to move the chains. They're 7 yards away right now, 3rd down. Cape puts Prince in motion, pitches it to Prince. Prince looking to turn the corner, dives forward, and is going to get down to about the 18-yard line, so it'll be short of the first down marker. 4th and about 3. Ball at the 18-yard line. And I'm going to say they're going to move the chains on that play. Prince gets them the yardage they need, and it'll be another first down for the Bulldogs, as they are going to be 15 yards away from pay dirt now. And the ball just inside the 15-yard line. So Prince gets them the first down by about the length of the football. Another direct snap that does not go to Cape. And the Aces are going to call timeout here. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go. The Aces down by 8. They do not want to go down by 2 scores if they can help it. But Coach Smith has seen something that he is very animatedly discussing with his team. It'll be a 2nd and 3 from the 6-yard line for the Bulldogs. So they can pick up a first down at about the 3-yard line. And again, the Aces calling timeout here. They need to see if they can put a stop and hold the Edgerton Bulldogs out of the end zone if possible. Try to avoid going back down by 2 scores. So they're down by 8 now. That could be another potential 16-point deficit if the Bulldogs are able to punch it in. 5:50 to go before halftime, too, so. And Edgerton is really going to stack it up here. Handoff, and that's Hunter Prince, and Prince diving his way forward, and he's going to be stopped down around the 1-yard line, where it'll be first and goal. Well, they're going to say ball at the 2-yard line. That's where his knee touched. So still first and goal from the 2. And they're going to give it to Prince again, and he'll pound his way right up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Edgerton. That's going to make it 28-14. 5:26 to go in the half, and Edgerton, in all likelihood, going to go for 2 here. And so far, they've had pretty good success with the 2-point conversion. Snap. Quick handoff. Trying to make it in, and he does. Ripke with the carry. Well, maybe he didn't make it. Yeah, he did. Okay, I was about to say, I thought for sure he made it in. They're just slow on the scoreboard. So Ripke gets in, and the 2-point conversion is a success. And that puts the Aces down by 16 again, 30-14 the score. 5:26 to go here in our opening half. Halftime coming up. I'm not sure if the Edgerton Bulldogs marching band came with them tonight or not. I haven't seen them. That doesn't mean they're not here, though. I know the Aces Pride is looking forward to their halftime show being band night. So the Aces will come out and get ready to get the football back. 5:26 to go in the opening half. So Edgerton going to squib it. It's loose on the ground, and it's going to be picked off by the Bulldogs. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The onside kick is successful, And Edgerton gets the ball back at the Aces 45-yard line. One of the Aces up linemen tried to fall on it, and he missed. And there was a Bulldog right there to scoop it up. And just like that, the Aces lose their offensive chance. And the Edgerton Bulldogs, with a lot of time still on the clock, are back out on offense, looking to put another big hurt onto the Aces. Hand off to number 12, Gannon Ripke. Ripke gets down to about the 42-yard line. Pick up of about 3. Make it 2nd and 7. Cape gets the snap. Hand off to Prince. Prince just going to get wrapped up and dropped, but not before he makes it to about the 38-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and about 4 here. They need to get to the 35-yard line, ball at the 39. Cape with the snap, hand off. That's to number 36, Craig Blue, and Blue will get him the first down yardage and then some to the Aces 29-yard line. 4:21, they'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains, and they'll fire it back up again. And we're going to have another timeout called by Coach Smith. So Coach Smith, again, talking with his defense as the Aces are back on their heels. Edgerton, powerhouse running game, and they don't take a lot of time. They've been running a no huddle here and just pounding it down the field and been doing it very successfully. Except they've got the Aces defense rocked a little bit, as they've only been able to really stop this Edgerton offense a few times here tonight. For the most part, Edgerton's had their way with the Aces defense. 4:14 to go until halftime, and again, band night, so we're going to have a kind of a neat performance by the Aces Pride Marching Band. And of course, Brian and I will be here for all the second half action for you as well. As the Aces are going to have a lot of stuff to talk about and go over in the locker room here at halftime. Like I said, on the sidelines, the Aces coaching staff have been taking a lot of notes here while Edgerton has been on offense. Cape gets them set again. Quick handoff, that's to Prince. Prince dives forward. Prince will get him a little closer, down to about the 27, just inside the 27, where it will be 3rd down and about 8. Make that 2nd down and 8, excuse me. Missed tackle, and they finally corral him and take him down at about the 20-yard line. Quarterback keeper for Jaron Cape. And that'll make it 3rd and about 1. Clock continues to roll, 3:25 and counting. Cape again will work the shotgun. And he's going to hand it off again to Prince. And Prince should get them a first down with the carry inside the 20-yard line to about the 18. And that will be enough for the first down. They eyeball it from the sideline and move the chains. So put the ball at the 19-yard line, or just inside the 19-yard line. 18.5-yard line if you prefer. 1st and 10 for the Edgerton Bulldogs. Under 3 minutes to go in the half. Jaron Cape, nope, they direct snap it right to 36 Blue. And Blue powers forward to about the 16-yard line. So 2nd and 8 now as the ball on the 16-yard line for Edgerton. Cape will take the snap, hand it off, and they're going to get Hunter Prince in the background. Camaso takes his shoe off for the 2nd time tonight. So that's the 2nd time that Hunter Prince has had to pick up his footwear and try to get it back on. Might have to get some of those Velcro ties or whatever at this point. And it looks like he's got it back on now. Clock still running, under 2 minutes to go here. It's a 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs at the Aces 20-yard line. Cape dropping back and just barely gets it away to Blue. And Blue's going to be taken down back at about the 20-yard line to bring up 4th and 11. Heads up play by Craig Blue, coming back to his quarterback when he saw he was in trouble and gave Cape a target to throw at. But still only makes it back to the 20-yard line where it'll be 4th down and 11. And we're going to have another timeout on the field, and that's an official timeout. And they're telling the coaches to stay on the sidelines on both sides of the field. And we're going to see what it looks like. It looks like when they tackled the Edgerton player on the sideline, he broke the down marker. So if you look on the far side of the field, the down marker, which is usually about the same height as the first down markers, is only about half that size because it was literally broken in half. When they knocked Blue out of bounds, he went into the pole and broke it in two. Minute 33. Here's the snap, Cape. Cape's going to air it out. He's got a receiver. He caught the ball. Was he inbounds? Yes, touchdown. Near the sideline, so I wasn't sure whether it was going to be inbounds or not. But they say yes, and Showalter with another big grab puts 6 more onto the scorecard, or on the scoreboard for Edgerton, as the Dogs now go up by 22, 36-14. Looking to make it 24 with another 2-point conversion try. Cape hands it off to Prince, and Prince gets into the end zone easily. Hunter Prince makes it a 24-point game, 38-14. And that means when the Aces aren't able to score anything here, they might have to start worrying about that 30-point differential in the second half and the running clock. But we're not going to get ahead of ourselves yet, because Hicksville's going to get the ball back, and they're going to have about a minute 20, minute 25 to work with. So we'll get a look at the Aces' hurry-up offense. Hopefully they can get a good return. But so far this first half, there's no two ways about it. It has been all Edgerton. They raided the equipment locker, and there's a replacement yard down marker. And they're wondering, they're going to just wait till halftime. Run it across the field there. So the Aces are going to get ready to get the ball back here, as Edgerton will be kicking it off. Last time it was an onside kick and a recovery for the Bulldogs. As my cameraman Again, bitterly disappointed. Not a winner in the 50-50 tonight. You didn't even hear the numbers call. All right, here we go. Swank puts his foot into it this time. Comes down and it's grabbed, and they're going to say his knee touched. So Turnbull catches it and goes to a knee when he does. So that's going to put the Aces at right around the 20-yard line, I think. Let's see where they marked it. Yep, looks like it's going to be right on the 20. And they'll get the other down marker to the other side of the field. Seen a lot of things. It's been a while since I've seen one of the down. I've seen the one of the yardage chains get broke, but I've never seen a down marker get taken out like that. But bound to happen sooner or later. Miller gets the snap. Quick handoff right up the middle. Still on his feet out to about the 23, 24-yard line. Ball carrier was Wertman, number 24. Minute 8, clock running. Aces still have a couple timeouts if they need them. Jake Miller dropping back in trouble, and he's still on his feet. He escaped. Miller trying to get something out of nothing. He makes it back to the 20-yard line before they take him down. He burns up a lot of time and manages not to take the sack. But it's going to be 3rd and 10. And down to about 34 seconds. Clock still rolling, so they're not taking a timeout here. So 3rd and 10 for the Aces. Jake Miller. And then they're just going to try to run it out here. Get what they can. Miller's going to take off running. Miller heading towards the sideline. Miller, it's enough for a first down with 6 seconds. And now we're going to get the timeout. So Miller was able to get the first down, so the Aces will take a timeout with 6 seconds on the clock. That'll be enough time they can Hail Mary it down the field one time, I guess, if they want to. See what happens. Send the house and see if you can get a good bounce or interference call or something. So Hicksville breaks huddle first. They've got, let's see, it's like Baird, Comiso, Langham out wide on the far side, Turnbull on the near side. And they're going to send out Wertman too. Miller looking downfield. And Jake's got a man, and it's going to be picked off. Had the man open for a while. Langham was down there, but it's intercepted by the Edgerton Bulldogs, and that will be as time expires. So that'll do it. We've played the first 24 minutes here, and at the half, it's all Edgerton here at Aces Field tonight. Edgerton, the Bulldogs, leading the Aces at halftime, 38-14. We're going to take a break. Got some halftime entertainment on deck, and of course, Brian and I will be back. We'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV.